Hello everyone, welcome to this video series on Windows operating system. In this series, I'll be covering the Windows operating system from the cybersecurity perspective, exploring all of the key features and functionalities that make it the most widely used operating system in the world. Whether you are a complete beginner or an experienced user, this series will provide you with solid foundation of the core concept of Windows OS and help you become more efficient and productive in your daily work. From file management to device management, security to networking, I'll cover everything you need to know to get most of the Windows. As a first video in this series, I'll be discussing the basics and the fundamentals of the Windows OS. Windows is one of the most widely used operating systems in the world, and its server has become a crucial component of modern enterprise computing. Windows OS was first released in 1985, and since then it has evolved through multiple versions and editions. So let's start with the different versions of Windows OS. There are several editions of Windows, each designed for specific users and environments. The most popular editions include Home, Pro, Enterprise, and Education. Windows Home is designed for home users and includes basic features like Windows Defender, Cortana, and Microsoft Edge. Windows Pro is designed for small businesses and power users and include features like domain support, remote desktop, and BitLocker encryption. Pro Edition is also ideal for users who need to run virtual machines or host a web server. Windows Enterprise, on the other hand, is designed for large organizations and includes advanced features like App Locker, Direct Access, and Branch Cache. It also includes features like Windows to Go and Virtual Desktop Infrastructure (VDI) that allow IT admins to manage and deploy Windows to remote devices. Finally, Windows Education is designed for academic organizations and includes features like Microsoft Teams for Education, Intune for Education, etc. Education Edition also includes features that make it easy for IT admins to manage and deploy Windows to classroom devices. Now let's look into the Windows Server Edition. Windows Server is a group of operating systems designed for use on servers. It includes features like Active Directory, which is used for managing users and computers in a network environment, which I'll be covering in detail in the next video. And this also includes features like DNS, DHCP, and Hyper-V, which are used for network services and virtualization. Windows Server evolved through multiple versions, and the most popular ones include Windows Server 2003, 2008, 2012, and 19. Windows Server also has different editions including Standard, Data Center, Essentials, and Hyper-V Server. The Standard Edition is designed for small and medium-sized businesses and includes features like Active Directory, DNS, and DHCP. Whereas the Data Center Edition is designed for large organizations and includes advanced features like SDM, Storage Space Direct, and shielded virtual machines. Whereas the Server Essential is designed for smaller businesses with up to 25 users and includes features like remote access, file sharing, and backups. Finally, Hyper-V Server. It is a free version of Windows Server that only includes the Hyper-V role. So whether you are a home user, small business owner, part of a large enterprise, or network administrator, Windows has an edition and server that's right for you. Understanding the difference between these editions and servers can help you choose the right one for your needs. Windows Desktop, which is GUI, Graphical User Interface. I know this is too basic, but I just want to explain these for someone who are new to Windows. So the Windows Desktop is the main interface that users interact with. It's where you'll find icons, folders, files, and applications. Let's take a closer look at the different parts of the Windows Desktop GUI. So here at the bottom of the desktop, you'll find the taskbar, which contains the Start menu, Notification area, and Open Windows. The Start menu is the central hub of Windows, and it allows you to access all the programs, settings, files, and etc. You can customize the start menu by pinning frequently used apps or removing unnecessary ones. The notification area displays system notifications, and it's also where you can control the volume, Wi-Fi and other settings. So on the desktop, you'll find icons for files, folders and application. You can arrange these icons in a way you like and you can change their sizes. So you can also add or remove desktop icon depending on your preferences. The File Explorer is the tool used to manage files and folders on your computer. It allows you to navigate through files, create folders, rename, copy or move files, etc. You can also customize the view setting of the File Explorer, such as changing view layout, sorting options and file details. Windows also has various customization options to personalize your desktop. You can change the background, theme and colors to suit your preference. Finally, Windows also has a search bar that allows you to quickly search for files, settings or apps on your computer. You can access the search bar by clicking the Start menu or using the Windows +S keyboard shortcut. You can also use advanced search filters to narrow down your search results. File system. So the Windows file system is built on the NTFS file system, which is the new technology file system, which provides a number of features that are essential for modern file management. NTFS is designed to provide several advantages over the old file system, such as the FAT and HPFS, including improved performance, reliability and security. One of the primary advantages of NTFS is its support for advanced features such as file and directory permission, encryption, compression and quotas. These features allow for more fine-grained control over how data is stored and accessed, and can help to prevent unauthorized access, data loss and other security issues. The NTFS uses a hierarchical file system structure that organizes files and directories into a tree-like structure, with each level of the tree representing a different directory or subdirectory. Each file or directory is represented by the data structure known as master file table in MFT entry, which contains information such as file's name, size, location on the disk and other attributes. It also supports advanced file system metadata such as journaling and transactional file operations, which help to ensure the integrity of the file system in the event of system crashes or errors. In addition to its advanced features, NTFS also includes a built-in support for ADS, which is alternate data streams. ADS is a feature that allows files to contain multiple streams of data, each with its own name and content. This can be useful for storing metadata or other types of additional information about a file. For example, a file might have a primary data stream that contains the actual file data, and an ADS that can contain metadata such as author, creation date, or revision history. NTFS stores ADS information in the file's MFT, which provides a central index of all files and directories on an NTFS volume. While ADS can be a useful feature, it can also be a security risk if not properly managed. Malware or other malicious software can use ADS to hide data or execute malicious code, making it difficult to detect and remove. As a result, it is essential to use proper security measures and tools to manage ADS in an enterprise environment. The next concept is Windows System 32 folders. The System 32 folder is a critical component of the Windows OS and is located in this location. See Windows System 32 directory. This folder contains a variety of important system level files and libraries that are essential for the proper functioning of Windows OS. This folder includes a variety of subfolders, each of which contains specific types of system files and libraries. Some of the key subfolders include drivers. This folder contains device drivers that are used for the operating system to communicate with hardware such as printers, scanners, and network cards. DLLs. This subfolder contains dynamic link libraries that are used by the application and system processes to perform various functions. DLLs are essentially libraries of code that can be shared across multiple applications. The next folder is the security, which contains security related files and libraries, including those used by Windows Firewall and other security features. There are system. The system subfolder contains core system files and libraries that are used by the Windows OS to perform various tasks such as managing memory and system resources. One of the key functions of the System32 folder is to provide a central location for storing critical system files and libraries. This helps to ensure that these files are easily accessible to the OS and applications, and helps to prevent conflicts and errors that can occur when multiple copies of the same file are stored in different locations. Another important function is to provide a degree of security and stability for the Windows OS. By storing critical system files in a centralized location, it becomes more difficult for attackers to modify or replace these files with malicious code. In addition, the folder is typically protected by access control and permissions, which helps to prevent unauthorized access and modification. Despite the critical role of this folder, it is not immune to security risk and threat. Malware and other types of attacks may attempt to modify or replace critical system files in this folder in order to gain unauthorized access, disrupt system operations, or steal sensitive data. As a result, it is important for cybersecurity professionals to closely monitor the System32 folder for any changes or modifications, and to implement appropriate security controls and best practices to prevent unauthorized access and modifications. This includes applying security patches and updates, configuring access control and permissions, and implementing intrusion detection and prevention systems. User accounts, profiles, and permissions. In Windows, a user account is a collection of information that tells the operating system who you are and what you can do in a computer. It includes your username, password, and security identifiers (SIDs). User accounts can either be local or domain-based, with the latter managed by the Active Directory. Local user accounts are created on a single computer and stored locally, while the domain-based user accounts are stored on a server and can be accessed from any computer on the network. So when you log in into Windows, the operating system creates a profile for you that contains your personal settings, such as the desktop wallpaper, screensavers, and other settings. These profiles are stored in the System Drive User folder. There are three types of profiles in Windows: local, roaming, and mandatory. Local profiles are stored on a single computer and are created automatically when a user logs in for the first time. Roaming profiles are stored on a network share and follow you wherever you log in, allowing you to access to a personal setting from any computer on the network. Mandatory profiles are read-only profiles that administrators can use to enforce a specific desktop environment for all users on the computer. Permissions in Windows control what users and groups can do with files, folders, and other things. So permissions can be set at the file, folder, or share level, and they determine whether a group, user, or a group can read, write, execute, or delete a file or folder. The most common type of permissions in Windows are read, write, and execute, and they can be granted to individual users or a group. The next security feature is the user account control, which is a feature in Windows that was first introduced in Windows Vista. UAC is designed to protect your computer from unauthorized changes by requiring that you have permission or elevate your privileges before allowing certain actions to be performed. When an application or process tries to make a change that requires administrative privileges, UAC will display a prompt asking you to confirm or deny the action. This prompt is designed to help prevent unauthorized changes to your system and ensures that you are aware of what is happening on your system. You can configure UAC to meet your specific needs by adjusting the settings in the control panel as shown here. So for example, you can choose how often UAC prompts you for permission, or you can choose to turn it off entirely. However, it's important to know that disabling UAC can leave your computer vulnerable to unauthorized changes. UAC provides several benefits to users, including enhanced security, better control over system changes, and improved user awareness of system changes. Some users may find UAC prompts to be annoying or disruptive to their workflow, and there have been some instances where UAC prompts have been bypassed by malware. Additionally, some users may be tempted to turn off UAC altogether, which can leave their system vulnerable to unauthorized changes. Windows Control Panel and Task Manager. The Settings app and the Control Panel are two important tools in Windows that allows you to customize and configure various settings of your computer. While the Settings app is more modern and user-friendly, the Control Panel provides more advanced options for power users. You can access the Settings app by clicking the Start menu and selecting the gear icon. From there, you can customize various settings such as display, sound, network, and more. On the other hand, you can access the Control Panel by typing Control Panel in the Start menu or Run dialog box. Here, you can manage advanced settings such as hardware and devices, programs and features, and administrative tools. Whereas the Task Manager is another important tool in Windows that allows you to view and manage running processes, monitor system performance, and troubleshoot issues. You can access the Task Manager by pressing the Ctrl+Shift+Escape keys, or by right-clicking on the taskbar and selecting Task Manager. In the Task Manager, you can view the CPU, memory, disk, and network usage of your computer, and end or prioritize processes that are causing performance issues. You can also view startup programs and services and disable or enable them to optimize your computer's startup time. System Configuration. It is a tool in Windows that allows users to customize and configure the OS, startup process, services, and programs that run at startup. It's a powerful tool for managing your system's boot options, troubleshooting issues, and optimizing system performance. This tool can be accessed by typing msconfig in the Run dialog box or in the search bar on the Start menu. Once open, you'll see several tabs that allow you to manage different aspects of your system's startup and configuration. The General tab allows you to choose which startup mode you want to use, such as normal, safe, or diagnostic mode. You can also choose to boot with a minimal set of drivers, services, and startup items. The Boot tab lets you configure boot options such as the timeout for selecting operating system, boot logging, and advanced options like enabling debug mode or forcing driver signature verifications. The Services tab lists all of the services that run in the background on your system, along with their status and startup type. You can enable or disable services as needed, which can help improve performance or troubleshoot issues. The Startup tab shows all of the programs that are set to run at startup. You can disable or enable programs which can help speed up your system's boot time and reduce memory usage. The Tools tab provides access to several useful system tools such as Event Viewer, System Information, and the Windows Memory Diagnostic tool. Computer Management. It is a powerful tool also included with the Windows OS that allow you to manage your computer at very granular level. System Tools is the first section, which includes a wide range of tools that are essential for managing your Windows. These tools include Event Viewer, Performance Monitor, Device Manager, and more. Event Viewer helps you diagnose and troubleshoot issues by providing detailed information about system events and errors, whereas the Performance Monitor is a useful tool for monitoring system performance metrics such as CPU usage, memory usage, and disk activity. Device Manager is another powerful tool for managing hardware devices such as printers, scanners, and other peripherals. The second section of computer management is Storage, which includes tools for managing disks and volumes, including disk management and storage spaces. Disk management allows you to create, delete, or resize partition, format disks, and assign drive letters. Storage spaces is a powerful feature that allows you to create a virtualized pool of storage that spans multiple disks. With storage spaces, you can create redundant volumes for data protection and add or remove disks as needed. The third section is services and applications, which includes tools for managing system services and software applications. Services are programs that run in the background and provide important functionality such as network connectivity and security services. In this section, you can view and manage system services, including starting and stopping them. Applications are programs that are installed on your computer, and this section allows you to view and manage installed applications. Overall, computer management is a versatile tool that provides access to many different system management features. System information. This tool is a built-in utility in Windows that provides detailed information about your computer's software and hardware. This information can be useful for troubleshooting issues, diagnosing problems, and verifying system configuration. To access the system information tool, just simply type msinfo32 in the Windows search bar and just enter. This will launch the tool and display a summary of your system's hardware and software specifications. The system information tool is divided into several categories, including system summary, hardware resource, components, and software environment. Let's take a look at each of these categories. So the hardware resource includes the detailed information about the computer's hardware components such as processor, motherboard, RAM, and hard drive. It also includes information about any peripherals that are connected to the computer such as the printers, scanners, and etc. Components. This section provides detailed information about the hardware components and software drivers that are installed on the computer. It includes information about things like network adapters, sound cards, and display adapters, as well as the software drives that are required to make them work. Software environment. This section includes information about the software environment of the computer, such as the operating system version, installed software applications, and startup programs. It also provides information about any system errors or warnings that have been logged by the Windows. Command prompt. It is a powerful tool that has been around for decades and is still used widely by IT professionals for various tasks. It is a text-based interface that allows users to execute commands, run scripts, and automate tasks. It is a lightweight and efficient way to perform various tasks on the computer. Unlike the graphical user interface, which is more user-friendly and easy to navigate, command prompt requires a certain level of technical proficiency and knowledge of command syntax. To navigate a command prompt, you need to be familiar with basic commands like cd, dir, mkdir. These commands are used to move around the file system, view and edit files, and manage system settings. It is important to note that command prompt commands are case insensitive and spaces in the file names need to be enclosed in quotes. Command prompt also has advanced functionalities that every user can use to their advantage. For instance, you can use ipconfig to view network configuration, ping to test connectivity, and netstat to view network statistics. You can also use command prompt to run batch scripts, which allow you to automate repetitive tasks and perform complex operations. One of the best things about command prompt is that it can be customized to meet your specific needs. For instance, you can change the color scheme, font, and even the cursor position. You can also add custom aliases to frequently used commands, making it easier to execute them. So let's look into example commands. So the first one is cd, which is a command used to change directory. For example, cd desktop will change the directory to the desktop. dir. This command is used to display the contents of the directory. ipconfig. This command is used to display the current TCP/IP network configuration value, as you can see here. ping command is used to test network connectivity by sending packets to a specific IP address. Netstat. This command is used to display the current active network connections, including the protocols and port numbers. Task list. This command is used to display the list of running processes on the system. And system info. This command is used to display detailed information about the system, including the hardware and software components. Next is Windows registry. Windows registry is a hierarchical database that stores configuration settings and options on Windows OS. It contains information about hardware, software, user preference, and system setting, making it a critical component of the OS. The registry is organized into tree-like structure with various keys, subkeys, and values that define different setting and configuration. It's a central repository for system configuration data that is used by both OS and various applications installed on the system. Some of the primary uses of the registry include storing user preferences for desktop settings, screen resolution, and sound setting. Next is keeping track of file associations, which dictate which programs open certain file types. And recording software installation and information, including the installation location and uninstallation information. Managing hardware and device drivers, including information about drivers, devices, and device settings. Tracking network settings, including network adapters, protocols, and services. The registry can be edited using the built-in Windows Registry Editor tool, which allows users to make changes to the registry keys, subkeys, and values. However, it is essential to exercise caution when making any changes to the registry, as any incorrect modification can result in a system instability or even failure. And the final topic is Windows security. Windows security is an essential feature of the Windows OS that allows users to manage the security of their devices. It provides a central location for users to manage antivirus, firewall, and other security settings. To access Windows security, just click on the Start menu and search for Windows security. Once open, you will see the different security areas that can be configured. Virus and threat protection is a security feature that provides real-time protection against virus, malware, and other security threats. It scans your system for threats and takes appropriate actions to prevent them from causing any harm to your system. It works by monitoring your system for any malicious activity. It uses various methods to detect threats such as behavior analysis, signature detection, and machine learning. It also uses cloud-based protection to keep your system up to date with the latest security threats. This is crucial for your system security as it protects your system from various threats, and by keeping your system safe from these threats, you can ensure that your system remains stable and perform optimally. Real-time protection is a feature of Windows virus and threat protection that constantly monitors your system for malicious activity. It provides real-time protection against the viruses and malwares by scanning files and applications as they are accessed or downloaded. This uses various methods to detect and respond to threats. It analyzes the behavior of files and applications and compare them against known threat signatures. If a threat is detected, it takes appropriate actions such as blocking the file or application or quarantining it. Real-time protection constantly monitors your system for threats and provides immediate protection against them. Manual scanning, on the other hand, requires you to initiate a scan and it checks your entire system for threats at the time. While both methods of effectively, real-time protection offers more comprehensive protection. And this virus and threat protection offers various scanning options, including quick scan, full scan, and custom scan. Quick scan checks the most critical areas of your system, while full scan checks your entire system. Custom scan allows you to choose specific files and folders to scan. This feature scans your system by analyzing files and applications against the known threat signature. Windows virus and threat protection offers various advanced features such as cloud-based protection, controlled folder access, and exploit protection. The next component is firewall and network protection. This is the key component of Windows security that helps prevent unauthorized access to your system through the network. It acts as a barrier between your system and the outside world, filtering network traffic based on the predefined rules to allow or deny incoming and outgoing connections. Windows Firewall uses a set of rules to filter incoming and outgoing traffic based on its source, destination, protocol, and port number. These rules are created automatically for most applications and services, but you can also customize them to meet your specific needs. Firewall and network protection is important for your system's security because it helps prevent hackers, viruses, and other malicious software from accessing your system through the network. Without a firewall, your system is vulnerable to attack from the internet, which could result in data theft, system damage, or serious consequences. The firewall provides real-time protection by monitoring network traffic and blocking any suspicious activity that violates the predefined rules. This helps prevent unauthorized access to your system. It also provides various scanning options to detect and prevent threats. These include public network protection, which is a setting used to protect your system when you're connected to a public network such as coffee shop or airport Wi-Fi. Whereas the private network protection is used to protect your system when you're connected to your private network such as home or office network. Domain network protection is a setting used to protect your system when you're connected to a domain network such as a corporate network. If a threat is detected by a Windows Firewall, it will be quarantined and prevented from executing on the system. You can then choose to remediate the threat by removing it from your system or allowing it to execute if it is deemed safe. Windows Firewall includes several advanced features: connection security rules, which are the rules used to secure network connection using AppSec encryption. Windows Defender Firewall with advanced security. This feature provides advanced security settings and configuration for Windows Firewall, including inbound and outbound rules, network profiles, and logging. Next to the network protection. This feature provides protection against network attacks such as port scanning, network reconnaissance, and network intrusion attempts. The next feature is app and browser control. This helps protect your device from potentially harmful applications and websites. You can configure settings such as smart screen, exploit protection, and application control. This feature, built in Windows 10, that helps protect your system by preventing untrusted applications and websites from running on your computer. It uses a combination of reputation-based analysis and real-time behavior monitoring to detect and block potentially malicious applications and websites before they can harm your system. App and browser control is important because it provides an extra layer of security for your system, helping to prevent potentially malicious applications and websites from running. There are several settings available for customizing app and browser control to suit your needs. These include check apps and files, smart screen for Microsoft Edge, smart screen for Microsoft Store apps, exploit protection. And the last feature is device security. Device security is an important aspect of overall system security, and Windows Security provides a range of tools and features to help ensure that devices are protected against potential threats. There are several options related to device security. The first one is device security status. This option provides an overview of security status of the device, including information on antivirus protection, firewall setting, and other security measures. Core isolation. This feature is designed to protect critical system components by isolating them from other applications and processors. Core isolation includes memory integrity, which prevents malicious code from modifying system memory, and virtualization-based security, which provides a secure runtime environment for critical processes. Device encryption. This option allows users to encrypt the data stored on their devices, helping to protect against unauthorized access and data theft. BitLocker. BitLocker is a full disk encryption feature that provides enhanced protection for data stored on the device. It is particularly useful for protecting data on portable devices that may be lost or stolen. Secure boot. It is a feature that helps ensure that the device boots only from trusted sources, preventing the execution of malicious code during the boot process. Device guard. It is a set of features that helps ensure that only trusted application can run on the device, preventing the execution of untrusted or potentially malicious code. To ensure maximum security for your device, it is important to regularly review and update your Windows security settings. This can help protect your device from threats such as malware, virus, and other malicious activity. So that's it for this video. The content for this video is developed from the Try Hack Me. So if you want to test your knowledge on these topics which was discussed here, please go check it out, the Try Hack Me Windows Fundamentals rooms. Thank you for watching this video on Windows Fundamentals, the first in a series about the Windows OS for cyber professionals. I hope you found this video informative and useful in your journey to become a better cyber professional. Stay tuned for the next videos in this series where I'll dive deeper into various aspects of Windows OS server and explore technical concepts to help you understand Windows much better. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on the latest cybersecurity content. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.